Today we're going to talk about camshafts, stages of camshafts. Now, full disclaimer, this is strictly my opinion. Really have anything behind this other than what I see in the industry and what I see with cam specs and different camshafts. To start it off, we'll talk about the BTR Truck Cams. This is going to be the V2 versions of the Truck Cams. We're going to look at stage 1 all the way through stage 4. Now, we do have the duration, the lift, and the lobe separation angle wrote down. So if you hear me refer to LSA, that's going to be the lobe separation angle, not an LSA supercharger. In several of my TikTok videos, I've heard people talk about stages of camshafts being pointless, stages of camshafts being useless. To somebody that can actually read a cam card and a full detailed cam card, yeah, the stages may be useless. But to your average Joe that just wants to pick up some towing power, a little bit of low-end torque, or needs to kind of have a reference idea of what supporting mods they're going to need for their camshaft, stages kind of come into play. We're going to kind of break that down today and talk about it. They say that stock rocker arms are good for about 550 thousandths lift. Your stock springs are good for 560, a stock beehive spring. So that's why you notice all our lift on all these camshafts is under 560 thousandths. They're trying to keep you from having to do a trunnion upgrade. They're trying to keep you from having to upgrade your springs from the stock 560 beehives. Even though they send you stock replacement beehive springs, you're not having to upgrade them. That's the point. Stock push rods. Most of these kits come with stock push rods. So if you look at the V2 Stage 1 camshaft of the truck cams, it's got a 206 duration, a 212 duration, 550 lift, 553 lift, 553 lift, and a 112. Now this is going to be good for like simply deleting AFM and DOD, trying to pick up a little bit of low-end torque, towing. It's a good towing cam, but it still has a little bit of chop to it too. Works great with a stock converter, although I'm a firm believer anything likes a stall converter. But if you're going to be towing, pulling your lawnmower trailer, or pulling a small enclosed trailer, pulling your camper, your boat to the lake, that may be a cam that you want to look at. That way you don't have to change the stall converter, you don't have to do full long tube headers and a big intake, nothing crazy, you know. That'll work well in a stock 5.3 to get rid of AFM and DOD and pick up some low-end torque. All right, now when we're looking at the stage 1 versus the stage 2, if you notice, our intake duration is different, but there is a similarity here. What BTR did was they moved our exhaust duration from stage 1, they made that our intake duration on stage 2, and then we got a bigger exhaust duration. So it's 212, 218, same lift. We've got one less degree on the LSA, which is going to make it chop a little harder. Same concept here though. This is just more of a little bit of a step up from that stage 1. So you're going to get a little bit more of aggressive idle. It's not going to be super aggressive, but it's going to have more of a chop to it. It's going to work well with a stock converter. We've put these in Tahoes, we've put these in Sierras, and they do great. They pick up a little bit of fuel mileage, they pick up low-end torque, they pull trailers better, and overall they're just happier. Okay, now so when we get to the stage 3, this is where it's going to require more supporting mods. Our exhaust duration from stage 2 to stage 3, and then we go up 6 more degrees. Now, same lift, we dropped another degree on LSA. Now we're starting to get a little more aggressive. This cam's going to chop a little harder. It's going to pick up even a little bit more low-end torque. It's going to want a stall converter. It's going to want probably a 25 to 3000 if you're in a full-size pickup or a full-size SUV. You know, 342 gears or so. It'll perform its best with a 25 to 3000 in a full-size pickup. You move on to the stage 4. Same thing. We moved our exhaust duration to our intake, 224. Went up 6 more on the exhaust side, 553, 553, and a 109. So this thing's going to chop pretty damn hard because you see that 109 there. The lower the number, the harder it's going to chop. Camshaft right here is going to like more of like a 28 to 3200 stall converter in a full-size pickup. But one thing I want you guys to look at is, for the guys saying stages of camshafts don't matter, okay? If you call BTR and you say, I want a truck cam from like, I'm deleting AFM and DOD, I want a truck cam. That is so vague in the world of camshafts and upgrades to an LS engine. There's so many camshafts out there. It's hard to know exactly what somebody's wanting to do. So then we ask a few basic questions. We say, are you wanting to tow with it? Are you trying to pick up performance? Are you going to be running this thing at the track or on the street? Or are you just wanting it to chop and sound good? You want a showboater cam? Or are you wanting something that's actually going to be able to put in work? If we look at stage 1, 206, 212, 553, 553, and a 112, And then we jump down here and we look at stage 4, 224, 230, 553, 553, 109. That's a pretty significant difference by the time you walk through these stages and get from stage 1 to stage 4. So if you just called BTR and said, I want a BTR V2 Truck Cam, they have stages to that. Which one do you want? What are you doing with it? What supporting mods do you already have? What supporting mods are you interested in getting? All that plays a huge factor in this, okay? Now, let's go from talking about 5.3 truck motors, 4.8 and 5.3 truck motors, to talking about LS3s, which are gonna come in your late model Camaros, your Gen 5 Camaros. They're gonna come in your, I say late model, it's like 2010 to 14 or whatever. But they're gonna come in your Camaros, they're gonna come in your Corvettes from 08 or 09 and up. LS3 it's a 6.2 liter, all aluminum 6.2 liter. Right off the rip, the stage 1 is, if you compare this to this, our stage 1 versus stage 1, it's a massive difference. We've got 615 and a 636 lift, a 113, and we're 217 and 230X. That's gonna require a dual style spring, 645 or 660 lift. It's gonna want a converter. All these cams right here are gonna be more designed for horsepower. So top end, higher in the RPM curve, trying to move more air, a bigger cylinder head, bigger ports in the cylinder head. We start out with a 217, 230X, 615, 636, and a 113. This thing's probably, depending on what you're putting it in, what kind of vehicle, it's probably gonna want somewhere around that 3,200 stall, somewhere in there. It all comes back to what supporting mods you have, what gears you're running, what the weight of the vehicle is. Stage 2, there's not really any significant pattern, as you can tell, other than they both have the same exhaust lift. Now we're a 221, 240X, 624, 636, and a 112. So obviously that thing's probably gonna want a little more converter. And we keep getting down, we're up to a 227, 240X, same as before. This time we matched intake and exhaust lift, and we only went down a half a degree on the LSA. Stage 4, this is where it really starts getting into more serious supporting mods. You're gonna need, the stage 3 really, you're gonna need a shorter runner intake, a bigger throttle body, you need a set of long tubes that have some decent sized primaries. There's gonna be significant things you're gonna need. When you get to that stage 3, you're gonna have to have 660 springs, and if you mill your heads, you need to check your piston to valve clearance. Now with the stage 4, all those same rules apply, but it's even a step higher. And then this stage 5 is a pretty damn radical camshaft. They're talking about a 5-inch intake tube. I mean, that thing's pretty raunchy, man. 646 on a 111 with a 235 and a 250X. Like, that's a pretty healthy duration for an LS cam. I've noticed a lot of the older small blocks, they'll be spec'd out more like lower lift and a lot more duration. They'll be up 300 degrees of duration. But LS stuff seems to be more, we chase that lift and get as much duration as we can out of it. And BTR's put all these camshafts on the Spintron. They've tested all of them. They've got power numbers out of all of them. But then again, if we go back to the square one here and you look at stage 1 versus stage 5, 217 versus 235, 230X versus 250X, 615 versus 646. That's 31 thousandths more lift. And another thing about the stage 5 is if you're using OEM pistons, they want you to fly cut your pistons. Man, it really goes to show you what levels of this can be. You know, if you call BTR and you said, hey, I've got a 2010 Corvette, I want to put a cam in it, they're going to say, all right, well, what supporting mods do you have? Is the car bone stock? We're probably going to be looking at one of these. Oh, you've got a fast intake or a Trinity intake or a high ram or a low ram, and the car's been geared, and you've got a badass clutch, or you've got a big stall converter, big 1 7/8 primary headers, 3-inch exhaust all the way back. Okay, we're gonna start looking more in this area. Oh, this thing's a full-fledged race car. We're going max effort NA, trying to get all we can get out of the motor. Then we're gonna be looking at this thing. It really shows you guys the difference in stages of camshafts and why manufacturers have them. It's pretty crucial. It's pretty important to be relatable to the consumers and make it as simple as possible for the consumers. Find what they need and pick what they want to put in their vehicle. All right, guys, that's going to sum it up for this episode, talking about camshafts and the different stages of them. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment or email us at 727motorsportsar@gmail.com, and I'll try to answer any questions I can the best I can. You can also head over to our website. We're direct dealers for BTR. We've got full kits that come with everything you need to delete your AFM and DOD, or simply upgrade a Gen 3 LS to these following camshafts. We've also got plenty more on there. We've got some intakes on there. Hop over, check it out, 727motorsports.net. We've also got a ton of merch, new shirt designs, new hoodies, stuff like that's coming out soon. Like, share, subscribe, drop us a comment, let us know how you're liking the content. Let us know if there's something you'd like to see a video on that's LS based or LS swap related, and let us know if this video was helpful for you. And until next time, thanks for watching.